How's it going, everybody?
You're back.
We are back again. So, yeah, we do have something to talk about. Fucking, you and I just went to the same concert on 2 different days. Fucking Deep Purple and Judas Priest played. I saw them at Sterling Heights, Michigan, Friday, August. Fuck if I know. Jesus Christ.
24th?
24th-ish.
I don't know.
Yeah.
24th.
So and I think I even I said in the fucking post that I was like, we're about to see Deep Purple open for Judas Priest. Nope.
Nope.
They both it was a genuine co-headline tour because they both played full top to bottom sets, including an encore. But Priest played first for us. Did they play first for you?
Yeah.
Judas Priest did?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fucking, because Preston read somewhere that they were going back and forth. So maybe Priest played last on the first leg of the tour, and because this is a whole new leg of the tour. So maybe this one they are having Purple headline.
Could be. I think because they, I was listening to some like interviews and stuff, and I don't know if it was this one. It might have been an older interview, but they were saying that they're on their like, what was it, like the long goodbye, like something like, I don't know, because like they never actually announced that they were like finishing or like breaking up or like like retiring. They just kind of like just the long goodbye. So like if we decide to like, oh, like we're just gonna play a couple more shows and then call it, or we can like play this and then decide later on like, oh well, let's play these. So it's kind of like keeps it kind of open ended, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I didn't read that. I haven't read. I did see a bunch of articles pop up recently about how, like, one of them at least is saying that they don't think that Firepower will be the last album. So maybe that's why, because people are being like, "Hey, someone said you guys are about to quit."
Yeah. No, I was talking about Deep Purple.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Priest.
Yeah, I never
Oh
said,
yeah,
but,
no,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't know Deep Purple still toured
No, I
until
didn't either.
until I saw this tour announcement. Like,
Yeah.
so that's fucking, and it's the original singer. Fucking lots of I think the guitarist is the only one that's not an original member, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And even so, man.
Yeah, it done. He fucking killed it. Like
2 different. Well, I don't know. There was a couple different keyboard solos, and then just one big guitar solo, which might have been a part of a song. I'm not sure, but
I think they like blended it into the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there were 2 keyboard solos. I thought that was weird. Kind of. I haven't seen that since like way back in the day, and I saw Styx.
same kind of era. I
Yeah.
guess, so,
oh
like,
yeah. Pretty much. Styx was more 80s, I think, though, weren't they? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But Purple, though, fucking, there's a reason why there's an argument to be made for them being one of the first heavy metal bands.
Oh,
you know, there's a reason why there's an argument there. And, a lot of people, Smoke on the Water, because everyone in the world who's ever picked up a guitar knows that song.
Even if you can't play guitar, you know how to play that song.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking
universal.
Yeah. It's a great song, but yeah, it's just like one of those ones that everybody just knows. Shit, I forgot where I was going with that. But they fucking, they did have a handful of other songs I didn't realize were by them that I knew too. Like the first one, Highway.
Oh yeah, Highway Star.
Highway Star. Yeah, I didn't know that was Deep Purple. Oh, that's where I was going. The fucking, you really get an understanding of why there's an argument for them being one of the first metal bands when you see old footage of them and their shows. They look like some of them you could superimpose like a crazy underground show today, and you almost wouldn't miss a beat because their shows were they were throwing shit all over the place, fucking tearing places apart. Like it's almost looked like an old fucking, not as intense, but same, a 50s version of a Slipknot show, almost like early Slipknot, when they were still underground kind of shit.
That was kind of what I was saying. Like, I was surprised at how many of the songs that they played that I actually knew, but, like that were just like huge hits, or whatever. It's just kind of crazy. Like,
you think it's just Smoke on the Water? It's a lot more. You've seen their shit in lots of car commercials, stuff like that. That was great.
Just the fact that like both those bands really can still pull that off
Yeah.
and be as like tight as they are musically is
that was
amazing.
That was really impressive to me all night, is how good everything sounded. Like, everybody was really on point.
Yeah.
Fucking no fuck ups, pretty much, that I saw, at least.
Oh, there was during their Deep Purple's first song, their guitarist broke a string during a solo.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Playing that shit.
I kind of saw it like moving around or whatever, and like as soon as it was done, they finished the song, and he just like,
Switch guitar.
He's got like 4 more back there, so like, yeah.
That's fucking.
Didn't sound any different. I mean, I didn't know that solo or whatever, like that song too well, but it was just kind of cool to see, like.
It is cool to see when they fucking pull it off still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, it's like, yeah, you did it, you know?
So, you are human. Things do happen.
You're human and a professional.
Yeah.
Fucking, what I want to ask you, well, 2 things. First, I want you to tell everybody the story you told me, because you had a pretty special experience watching Deep Purple.
Yeah, man.
Why?
So my dad is huge. That was like his favorite band. It might still be his favorite band. I'm not sure. He listens to a ton of different music and stuff. And I didn't know that, because like he told me the day of, like, before we left, that he's like, oh, I'd never seen him before. I was like, what? Like, really? I thought, how did you miss that all these years or whatever? And so I was like, all right, well, this is, immediately after that, I was like, all right, well, this is going to be
Yeah.
like awesome, first of all, or whatever. So I don't know, we got there and stuff, and like, he was pretty into Priest, but I think it was pretty apparent that, like,
He was there for
Purple. Yeah. And so we were kind of like, hanging out and stuff, and yeah, I mean, they started, and it was just like, I don't know, I remember, like, a couple of times he was like, he like made a couple of comments to me and stuff, and it was like, I think at one point he said, like, I used to want to be Ian Pace, their drummer, and I was like, dude, yeah, like, I dedefinitely see that.
And
like,
standing there watching him for the first time.
Man, like, oh, it was like poetic, man, like.
How were your seats? Where'd you sit?
Oh, we had lawn seats.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
So we could kind of move around or whatever, but like, they had a couple of different screens set up throughout the just so you could kind of see everything
in the pavilion.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hell yeah.
So nice. Like there wasn't anywhere like really bad to be at or whatever.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty. I'll remember that for a long time.
That's awesome. That's such a cool experience to be able to have. Whew.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like I said, like I was like, and I even asked him on the way home. I was like, "How did you miss that?"
Right.
All that time. He's like, "I don't know. I just like they never came anywhere around me or whatever and stuff."
Damn.
And it's like
until now.
Yeah.
2018. That's
like
fucking...
it's crazy because even like there were a couple of different times. I don't know if I'm sure I mentioned he's a drummer.
Right.
He taught me pretty much everything I know at this point, and.
Didn't he fucking hand make one of your drums?
Yeah. I don't know
he
if I
made you
either.
what kind of? I'm an idiot. What kind of drum is that?
It was a snare drum.
A snare drum.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's made. I think. Well, he made one before that was his. That was just kind of like an experiment thing. It was kind of the same thing.
Hell yeah.
And then I used it like once or twice. Started playing out, and I was like, dude, this is sick. Like, I want one of these or whatever. And so, kind of a backstory on that. He was like, yeah, so think of a couple of different like album covers or something that you I might have told this story before, but whatever. Okay,
you've never told this to me.
So he was like, think of a couple of different album covers or some like different artwork and stuff that you were kind of like, that just you like or whatever. So I chose Nocturnal from Black Dahlia.
Fuck yeah.
And the cover of Train of Thought by Dream Theater.
Nice.
Nice. Which is like the eye thing, in like the woods or whatever. And then there's a couple of other different covers that he did and stuff that were on there, and just some different designs or whatever. And so yeah, that was where's I going with this?
You picked all the covers for the snare drum?
Oh yeah, and then he pretty much wouldn't let me see it until it was done.
Hell yeah.
Or whatever. Like I don't know. I think once it got towards being the end of it, or like kind of getting close to like putting it on the actual drum. I think he like showed me the whole like layout of it and stuff, and I was like, dude, that's sick. Like, that's awesome or whatever. And then like, but yeah, he took the time to like trace it on the drum, and then after that, from that, he burned it into the side of the drum.
Oh, the
so,
album
like, all the way around it. Yeah. Yeah, it's on. I think it's on my Instagram, but we could probably post a picture of it or something, or the video that I have. But
oh yeah, if you have a video, absolutely, that'd be sweet.
And actually, there was I don't know if you told me this or if it was Chase at Metal Fest. Because I think we were running to get water, which we didn't have. That's another story. Mm-hmm. And so I came back and he was like, yeah, a couple of I didn't get a chance to like talk to him or like meet him or whatever, but like I guess a couple people were like looking at it and stuff. And,
yeah, no, him and I were just sitting there guarding the gear and fucking.
Oh yeah, I couldn't remember if you went with me or if it was Mike. I'm not sure.
No, Mike went with you.
Okay. Yeah.
And me and Chase were sitting there, and from on the other side of the fence, you know who it was? We watched them play. It was son of a bitch. It was the band. The lead singer was a bald guy, and like the guitarist had like a Zakk Wylde guitar, and the bassist had like someone's bass too that you'd recognize. I can't remember. But
I think I know who you're talking about. I can't.
Like a lot of their songs were like "fuck you," kind of a thing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? They were like kind of hardcore-ish almost.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah. Look that up. But we
did watch them.
Yeah, we did watch them. Yeah, they're on the fucking Instagram footage of it, 100%. But that lead singer, his girlfriend, and a couple members of that band were walking. They literally said, "We saw this drum from way over there. We wanted to come take a look at it." And he was fucking, yeah, they were tripping the fuck out about it. They're like, "Holy shit, this is the coolest fucking shit ever." Like, I was like, yeah, I don't really know anything about it, but it's sweet.
Well, so that's the story of it or whatever. So,
hell yeah.
You know, and just to, I mean, he's built, most of it's all just like projects and stuff just to kind of like pass time. He hadn't done anything in a while, but the guitar that I use, to like, I don't know, like practice or just kind of like write with, he made, and then I think there's 2 or 3 others that are kind of like modeled after different things and kind of dyed different colors and stuff. So
that he's made?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just to kind of have that experience and stuff, and just to, you know, I don't know, it was.
That would have been amazing.
It was pretty special.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm glad you got to have that experience. It's fucking awesome. Yeah. What about the venue? Because you saw them at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resorts venue, and I've never been there. I've been to Soaring Eagle, but I've never seen their outdoor venue.
Yeah. I liked it, and I also had some problems with it. For one, the parking is just stupid.
Okay.
Like, you can't, you know, because if you're there for the casino, it's just like the same. There's no like. It's not split off or whatever.
Oh, you're just parking in the casino parking lot?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So we're kind of.
It's a pretty big parking lot.
Yeah. So we're kind of, but yeah, it was a Saturday night.
At a casino.
Yeah. So we were driving around.
The only one in mid-Michigan.
Yeah. There's Firekeepers, but I guess that's
pretty far south though.
Yeah.
West.
But yeah, I guess beside that, sound was awesome.
Was it loud enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
How big was the lawn? Is it like how is it set up? Are we talking like mini DTE here?
So kind of, yeah. Like,
okay.
There's no bigger like balcony or anything like that. Or
right.
Like, not balcony,
deck.
But no, like roof, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to call that.
Yeah, the thing that goes over the pavilion.
Yeah.
The pavilion doesn't have a roof?
There just isn't a pavilion, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like the whole stage is set up. So it's outside, so I think they can like take it, you know, like up and down. It's not like something that's permanent on there. They just kind of set it up.
Were there seats at all?
Yeah. They were like, it was kind of, and like that's kind of where it was set up, like DTE.
Okay.
They had like the bleachers or like the kind of like VIP area, and then down underneath of it they had rows of seats and stuff.
Huh. So most of it was just lawn then.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds kind of cool. And they had fucking big-ass screens, so you could see...
Yeah.
That was a problem that I had with Sterling Heights, is they had no screens anywhere. They had no screens anywhere, and their speakers that were pointing towards the crowd, the lawn. Because, literally, have you ever been to Sterling Heights?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, alright, it's weird, alright? It's, like, really weird.
That's what I've heard about it.
Because it used to be, like, the worst place I've ever been, legitimately. And it's another one of these, just like fucking Metal Fest, it's another one of these you get off on the freeway and take back roads for 25 fucking minutes until you get there. Like, weird back roads and U-turns and roundabouts and all the dumb... Seriously, we did more fucking Michigan lefts in a single fucking trip than I've ever done. It was ridiculous. But... So fucking... Yeah, they literally are a mini DT to everything. Like, everything's the same as DT except shrunken down. And there's no, like, you know at DT how you can pretty much walk around the entire hill and there's shit everywhere? There's nothing like that here.
Oh.
How this one is set up is like a fucking horseshoe. Where there's stuff on this side, and then here's the stage, and then the lawn and the pavilion and everything, but there's nothing connecting the two sides. So you can't just walk all the way around. So it's just DT, but super shrunk down and with less shit. And their speakers that were pointing towards the lawn were tiny, like weirdly tiny. It was still pretty loud enough, but fucking tiny. And yeah, you know, it's one. I think me and Preston said it in the fucking video. It's not. It used to, when it was called Freedom Hill Amphitheater, I would have said never go there for a show, no matter who's playing there. You will hate it. It will ruin the show for you. It's not worth it. Now I say if someone's playing there, it's at least worth going. But if they're playing anywhere else, go there. But don't miss the show because of this venue.
Yeah.
So it's upgraded a little enough for me to at least say that. Another thing that pissed me off was no will call signs. So we walked all the way the fuck around to the thing that said box office, waited in fucking line, only to be told we had to go all the way around to the other side to the actual box office that on all that building said was tickets on it. It didn't say box office anywhere. So I was like, oh, that must just be where people buy tickets. Nope. So that was
entirely.
That was annoying.
That was the other thing that surprised me was we pretty much got there and like I don't know, we had to kind of take a minute to like find where the entrance and stuff was, but once we got there, like I mean it's pretty open, so they like we didn't have to really stand in line for more than like 10 minutes.
That's awesome.
So we got inside, which is surprising to me because we got there around 7.
That's fantastic.
Which is when it started.
Hell yeah.
And the only thing that we missed was the first band, but like
somebody went on before Priest for you?
Yeah.
So there was another band that we missed, huh? No idea who it was. Damn.
The Temperance Movement.
Huh. I've never even heard of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I can't really give a explanation of that because I think they were finishing when we got there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it mixed. It was kind of more like what you just more like radio rock stuff, which is it matches with what was going on. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, that's the one picture. So that's the whole lawn area. You kind of can't see it, but then there's like seats up there, like that. Those are the screens.
Okay.
So there was one more over like a little further out.
Shit.
And then this is gonna sound like shit, but so yeah, this is right side of the stage.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. And it was kind of like I don't know what song that was. I think I got "Breaking the Law" on here. That song's awesome. But yeah, it's kind of mirrored on the other side too. So there wasn't really a bad spot to be at as long as you weren't right in the center.
That's legit.
But the only thing, like they used the screens for Deep Purple, like to show the band and stuff, and they had some really like awesome looking shots.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had GoPros set up on everything.
Oh, cool.
So like,
yeah, they had that for us too.
Yeah.
I was like, how are they getting that? Yeah, it must have been a GoPro.
Yeah, or
that's cool.
Something to that effect, I guess. But like, yeah. So every time there was like a solo or like a keyboard like thing or whatever, you could see where he was at and stuff, and like,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
That was cool.
A couple of different shots of the drummer and everything, so.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So are you. I'm going to have to check that venue out if anybody ever comes.
Yeah, that's, as far as going to shows, like, at that spot, like, it's legit.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'd definitely go there again for something, especially something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of made it, I don't know, it was, because it's not, like, the biggest venue I've ever been to. I mean, I think DTE is probably.
It's gotta be bigger.
Yeah. But, what sucks, and I'm pretty sure this was, like, strategic on their part, was when you leave, they file you into the casino.
Oh, definitely, bro. That's 100% strategic.
Yeah.
They want you to be like, hey, what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only exit. That's the only way out of there.
Damn.
So, we were all the way on the other side, so we had to walk all the way through all these people, like, wrecked, basically.
Oh my God.
And so that was the only problem that I had with it, was just that. Like, there wasn't any other exit. They're like, oh, well, conveniently, you have to walk through the casino right now.
That's fucked up.
All these people that don't know what's going on, like a herd of cattle, like.
That is rude.
Yeah.
That is rude.
Oh, dude, it was terrible.
Oh my God.
But beyond that, Andy, shout out to the golf cart dude that took us to where we were parked at. That was legit.
Shout out to the golf cart guy, Soaring Eagle.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. We were like walking out the front door or whatever, and there was two people in front of us that were like, strangely enough, in the same section. So they're like, "Hey, you want like a ride over there or whatever?" So like, yeah, sure. So we just hopped on, and it was like we've been walking for like 5 minutes at least.
That's awesome.
Trying to find everything. So it's like, well, yeah, right on.
Hell yeah.
That's service right there.
Fuck
like,
yeah, it is.
So, oh man, that was as close to, like, I specifically wore my Number of the Beast shirt.
Fuck yes.
And like went immediately back in time. Like, I've been saying that. Like, it was amazing. Like,
That's fucking awesome.
Probably one of the top concerts I've ever been to.
It was phenomenal. I can't wait to see Judas Priest again.
Oh, dude.
I can't believe it's been this long since I've finally gotten to see him.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
And seeing him on Halford's birthday was awesome.
You got to see him on Rob Halford's birthday. That's so fucking cool.
The fact that he can still is 67.
Oh my God.
I don't know. And
mind blowing.
To be able to like hit those same notes and to have it just soar over everything else still is just like, I can only hope.
He's the beast.
So, yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So good. I want them to come back right now.
Chills, man. Alright, Painkiller.
Oh yeah.
Chills.
Chills during Painkiller, Breaking the Law, Turbo Lover, Living After Midnight.
Everything.
Oh, you got another thing coming?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I love how a lot of those songs, he just like got the crowd to sing along a lot. That was sweet. Painkiller especially, because I think that's when he came out on his motorcycle on or something. I can't believe I finally got to see the motorcycle. And he was wearing the fucking trench coat. Oh, it was so cool. Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure the text I sent you afterwards was like, that was more metal than either of us.
Yep, combined. That was so metal.
It's like, wow, that
nonstop.
All right.
Whew. Yes. So good.
Yeah, man.
So good. Fucking man, I want to go back. You know, we passed DTE to get to Sterling Heights, and there was a show at DTE that night.
Oh, really?
So I bet that's the only reason why Priest wasn't there. It's because it was already booked with something else. I don't know what else. Who fucking cares? Judas Priest is here. But yeah. Oh man, it was such a good show.
It was cool. There was a couple of times, just to kind of go back to just a couple of things that my dad was saying, like about wanting to be Ian Pace when he was younger. Like, there was a couple of times where like he'd play some drum fills or something that like I'd hear it, I'd be like, man, like I've heard you do that before or something.
Fuck yeah.
I was like, I think I said at one point. I was like, he took that from you, right? And he was like, that's where that came from. You taught him that, right? He's like, yeah, definitely. It's like...
That's awesome.
So that was cool.
Oh, man. So good.
Yeah.
Such good concerts this year. Jesus Christ.
We still got
a few left.
Yeah.
Still got a few on the chopping block.
I need to... That made me want to go to Ozzy.
Yeah, you gotta go to Ozzy. Oh, my God. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Holy!
Gotta see him while they're still
while you can,
man.
Yeah. Like he's probably, I don't think he's touring after that. Speaking of tours, so one thing actually I haven't fucking talked about on here yet was the Slayer show.
Oh yeah, I don't think we talked about that either.
No.
We kind of did.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Aaron.
I did see something that gave me hope. Not to interrupt you.
No, we're about to get there, so just go.
I saw
today. Today
we're expanding their end of.
Today they announced it. According to Kerry King, this was always part of the plan.
Yeah.
But they extended their final world tour into the year 2019. If they come back, we are going.
I
have to go. It was one of, you just said. That was one of the best concerts you've ever seen. This, like, fucking Napalm Death, Anthrax, Lamb of God, and Testament, and Slayer. Okay, so all of them besides Lamb of God played the best show I'd ever seen best set I'd ever seen that band play. So Testament set, best Testament set I've ever seen. Like, everybody was so fucking good. The only reason I say not Lamb of God, I'm not taking anything away from that performance, but nothing beats a Lamb of God headline performance, especially in a great venue. So
that's true.
So just because I've seen them headline and that insanity, nothing compares to that. Having said that, once they fucking went off the fucking stage, the question goes through your head: how the fuck do you follow that? And the answer is by being Slayer. That's the only fucking way to follow Lamb of God.
That's it. Really.
That's the only fucking way.
Yeah.
So. That's, to me, Big Bad Way, it was like a passing of the fucking torch tour, including Slayer's final tour. It's like, this is the next fucking thing right here. This is the next thing that can still do what we have always been able to do. So, yeah, and God, those sets were just so fun. And it was so, to be at a Slayer show and just be screaming Slayer every 5 seconds and having 1,000 people scream it back at you, dude. When the crowd was, leaving and everybody's, piled by the doorways, you know what I mean? One person, Slayer!
Yeah.
The whole, Slayer! Oh, man. It was awesome.
I'll say that the reason I was so bummed about it was... Well, the two shows that I was trying to get to that one, but I'm pretty sure it either sold out or something happened. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Something with tickets. I think it was tickets were $100 because they kept
resale.
Yeah,
that's shit.
And I probably should have. Probably would have been well worth it to spend.
Well, now that we know we hopefully got a chance. So
if they're coming to Ohio.
I'd be down.
Somewhere.
I'd make the trip for that.
Yeah.
I'd make the trip for that.
Knowing that it's going to be the last time, because the last time that I saw them was Mayhem Fest when they were playing with Lamb of God, oddly enough.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So, but that kind of sucked because it was,
I remember that one.
It was in seats.
You were in the pavilion?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got seats that year.
Oh.
And I just, there wasn't, no, because I think it was... I think that was your Slipknot.
Was it loud? I know Lamb of God was there.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was on the lawn, and I was standing next to Preston, and I was talking to him just like we're talking now. I was like, now you've got something to die for is playing. How come I can hear you at this volume? What is going on? The sound system used to suck. Now they got a new one. It sounds amazing.
It might have been before that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking because that Mayhem was on the shitty sound system.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that it sounded good for you in the pavilion, though.
Yeah. That was the first time I'd ever seen them. And I remember, because for whatever reason, I also remember being one of the only people that was standing up the whole time.
Oh my god.
Which bothered me, but I was like, dude, it's Slayer,
it's
man.
Fucking Slayer.
Yeah, like...
You stand the fuck up.
Yeah. They
damn
played
it.
everything. And I remember listening and being like, dude, I could listen to, like, 5 more sets from them all day. It was
so
amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And I want to be able to have that one more time and to actually be like in the chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, we were literally front row. My chest was on the barrier the entire show. From the Napalm Death to the end of Slayer.
Yeah.
It was insanity. We just got lucky and we're on the side of the stage where there wasn't a lot of crowd surfers, so we weren't getting like kicked in the fucking head.
Yeah.
But oh my god, it was insanity. And then I also, after that show, I heard that Anthrax is about to go back in the studio. And dude, oh my god, they came out and opened with a cover of fucking Cowboys from Hell. Damn. Scott Ian walks out.
Wow.
Oh my god. The whole fucking place lost their shit. It was awesome. And I think it was because Vinny had just passed.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, it was so fucking cool. So that, yeah. Everything about that show was just outstanding. Honestly, I hope they keep the fucking same exact lineup. I want to see all of those bands on that same tour again. I want to see the same fucking show again. Because it was religious, it was fucking transcendent, like, it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. Oh my god, all I wanted was more after that. Oh, so intense. It was really great too. There was a lot of just great things happening in the crowd that night. Like, everybody was just super cool. There was one little tussle behind us for a second, someone just being a dipshit, but you know.
No.
There was also fucking a lot of like dads bring their little fucking kids to the show. This one guy walked his little kid right up, like, almost to the left of us, but on the outside of the barrier. And fucking Gary fucking Holt noticed the kid standing there, so he started flicking him a bunch of pics and stuff. It was so fucking cool. Yeah. Awesome. It was the shit. Yeah. It was, lots of just positive shit going on. And then one thing that happened while me and Matt were pulling out of the fucking parking structure. So we're sitting there, and I was, like, recording a video. I was hoping to make a video for the podcast. My shit fucked up. Didn't end up working, so we can't post it. But fucking, right as I'm, like, ending the video, I don't get it on tape, sadly, but right as I'm ending the video, I see out of the corner of my eye, this fucking guy is parked, white minivan, he has the trunk open, and it's just, like, filled with, like, water and shit. I was like, well, that's kind of fucking weird. And then, like, him and Matt, like, make eye contact, and Matt doesn't even say anything. Dude just starts, like, running at us, like, with an open bottle of water, flicking it on us, screaming shit. And I was like, Matt, what the fuck was that? He's like, he was trying to bless us. I was like, yes! As soon as he said that, I rolled the window and I went, fucking Slayer! As loud as I fucking could. Oh, it was so funny. I was like, yes. The one, like, the final piece of a perfect Slayer show is to see at least one person out there protesting it. Like, yes! Still got it. Some people still find this offensive. Fucking Slayer! Woo! I was ecstatic when I woke up this morning and saw that they'd be extending that tour. Yeah. You know it's got to come back to Michigan because both those shows sold the fuck out. Yeah. And woo, that means right now, next year, we have potentially Slayer, potentially Iron Maiden, definitely Dimmu Borgir, definitely Arch Enemy. Whale Eternal is what they are now referred to as. Fucking me and Preston broke down that story on the last episode, and so yeah, everybody who listens to this knows Arch Enemy is our Whale Eternal. My Whale Eternal. Fucking great.
Yeah, like the same week that they were supposed to be here, they're playing a show in like Europe or something.
A fucking 4-day tour with like Halloween or something, Creator or something like that, with Hatebreed, I think's on it. Great tour. Would love to see it. Would love to see it.
Yeah.
If y'all would come the fuck here. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. All I want to do is headbang to you live. Arch Enemy's so fucking good. Cannot wait till they come. So
I feel like,
but it's not like we have a shortage coming up. What? Sorry.
No, definitely not. I feel like if they do announce something in that, because they have to come back. Basically.
Yeah, they said they would. Yeah.
I'm hesitant about it, but I mean at this point, it's as close to the original as I'm gonna get, so I'll probably end up.
It's
doing that and like.
And the newest 2 albums, they're not as good as the ones with Angela, but they're not bad either by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
There's only one song with clean vocals, and Elisa is on this album for the Love of Metal D. Snyder, and her part on that is fantastic. So is Howard Jones.
Oh yeah.
His part's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was cool as fuck. But yeah, no, I think I'm excited as fuck for it.
If for no other reason than just to hear some of those songs live.
We Will Rise, Nemesis. God. So many of those I need to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, come the fuck back, arch enemy. Get back here.
Please.
Please. We are not worthy. Apparently, we're not.
Yeah.
We're really not. Here in Michigan. Fucking A. But we do have, what do we got? We got Gwar, Ozzy, Gwar. Behemoth. Devil Driver. I'm going Devil Driver again. I looked up Ginger and I like them.
Yeah.
They do. It's a female vocalist. They do some clean vocals, but it's 2 things about that. When a female lead vocalist does clean vocals and screaming, she sounds better than when a guy does it, because a guy always goes with that whiny voice, and the females just fucking sing it normally.
Yeah.
So that, and in the couple of songs that I checked out by them, the other part of the, changing back and forth that always bothers me is when they go clean, all of the music changes. It's like heavy, 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 and then drops off. But if you keep the music heavy, you can still have the clean vocals and have it sound good. Yeah. And they did that. So I was happy about that. And the Raven Black that we saw, they'll be there. Weird, and wasn't like the music didn't grab me, but I really liked watching them. It was a cool show. Yeah, it was a really cool show. They seemed like really cool people. I've been following them on social media since Metal Fest, and yeah, I think I'm excited to see them again. I think they're going to be great at the Machine Shop.
Yeah.
And then the Kings, gods of death metal, Cannibal Corpse.
Yes.
I can't. That's honestly the biggest one I'm excited for.
Between that and Behemoth, probably.
Yeah. I'm more excited for Cannibal, but yeah. Because I've seen Behemoth more recently.
With Hate Eternal. Which is
so excited to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate Eternal and At the Gates.
Shit. Yeah.
I'm excited to see them too.
Yes. Finally, I thought for the longest time.
They were going to be your Wail Eternal.
Yeah, dude. That is real. I thought for the longest time, because for a while, they just weren't a band.
Really?
They split
up.
Until 2012, and they put out
the new album.
Was the one before that?
Oh, okay. The one before the newest one. Okay.
Yeah, with
I don't know what it's called.
With the hands on it. Death in the Labyrinth or something like that. Maybe that's a song off it. But either way, yeah. And then that was like their return, and that album was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because they've had a bunch of different member changes and stuff, and just kind of a bunch of different things have happened throughout the years. And for the longest time, I was like, I'm never going to be able to see this. Like, it's the one band that, it's kind of like a bitter feeling. Because, that, you missed out on it when it happened, and, there's nothing you could do about it.
Oh, yeah.
Had a couple of those, but,
There's a couple of those, but there's a handful of them we were there for some of that shit. That's going to be in 10 years from now, people are going to be like, you were fucking there for that. You fucking bet your ass I was. Woo!
Yeah, so that's... And with Behemoth, too. Yeah. That is going to be...
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. I hope does their new album come out before that show? If it does, I'm gonna buy it at the show. I think it does.
Good question. I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it does. What's it called? Something. I'm not a big fan of the title or the title of the first single, God Equals Dog. Yeah. But the song's decent. Song's pretty fucking good. I just not a fan of the title. That's kind of low hanging fruit.
Yeah. I loved you at your darkest.
I loved you at that sounds kind of...
I mean, it is taken directly from the Bible. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that adds something to it. At first, it kind of came off a little, My Chemical Romance.
little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Don't put love in the title of an album that's like Black and Death. Like,
Did you see the picture that they, I don't know, it's more like the promo pictures of them where he's
Negro?
Yeah.
He's like getting crucified and stuff. Yeah.
Is it?
It didn't shock me. You know.
Is it in like I don't know, I'm sure you probably heard that them talking about that. I think it was like the Metal Injection podcast and Metal Sucks podcast. They were talking about that.
They kind of railed on it a little bit.
They had that same response to it. And
yeah, I think maybe I did hear that because I was like, oh, that's I'll say this about it. I like is that surrealism style that it's in.
Yeah.
Like I like that kind of art. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
It's very cool looking. It's just not. Okay, I don't know what their intentions were. If their intentions were to shock, then they failed. But if their intentions were just put out something kind of like, all right, then all right, they succeeded.
Yeah.
Because that's where I'm at on it. But the music's good. So.
I mean, I've been listening to them since The Apostasy.
That's the one album by them I don't have yet that I really want.
And that was, yeah. And then it was kind of, I went backward, and then they put out Evangelon, I think it's called.
Evangelion or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. I never know how to. I don't know how to.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. I just guess.
But yeah, that was
good album.
Yeah, dude.
I like that one a lot too.
That's my favorite when I go to listen to them. Just the way it sounds and just some of the songs on it.
I kind of like that one a little bit more than the Satanist too. Yeah. So a little bit.
It's a little bit different of because the. Well, I'm pretty sure the version that you got came with the DVD, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if you watched it or not.
Not that one yet. I tried to watch part of the Satanist one, and it was just like it wasn't a documentary or a making of. It was just it's weird.
It's pretty. I don't know what the term is.
So I was trying to get like artsy with it almost or something, and it's just I don't know. It just didn't strike my chord. I guess.
It was more like imagery.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of imagery and like narration, like fucking vague narration.
Yeah. But yeah, that one was kind of more of a raw sound. They really pulled it back, and I think what is exciting about the new one, I think, as far as like the sound with from the newer song, the one that they put out. To me, it sounds like a mix of both, like their last two.
Hell
and
yeah!
That excites me because
there
wasn't. I don't feel like there was enough really fast stuff on it because I mean
on
it was
the Satanist.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, at the same time, it was supposed to be like one big
piece.
Yeah. But the last song on it, I don't. "Oh Father, Oh Satan, Oh Son" or whatever.
I think that's right. Yeah.
When we saw him live with Lamb of God, I think it was.
Yeah.
Chills, man. Like, just
they're fucking good live
with the masks and stuff, and they're just standing there, and it's playing in the background, like the little chant or whatever it was, like the little spoken word part. It's like amazing, so
Satan.
epic. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that because I feel like most people have had that response to the artwork. However, I could see from the outside where that would be shocking. Like if you're not used to it, and if you saw that, it would be like, But at the same time, like, I mean, would it have had more of an impact like 10 years ago? 5 or 6,
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe you might even have to go back farther than that, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's been a while since anything like that crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So,
considering the, not to get too deep into it, but the last few days of craziness.
Yeah, lots of fucking weird shit going on the last few days.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Like it's not enough that like art stuff, and like that's supposed to be shocking or whatever just isn't, because it's kind of being overshadowed by real life stuff. And people are just kind of like,
yeah, there's a bit of that going on, I'm sure. Yeah.
Could be, at least. I don't know. I haven't like, I mean, I don't know. I can't think of a time where I'd be like in a position to show somebody that hasn't seen it or hasn't, like, you know what I mean? But to get like a genuine reaction about it, but at the same time, like, it's just art, like it's just music.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it is supposed to be shocking and.
But is it? Was that in fact their intention? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they're behemoth.
Yeah.
They've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like they know that it
album,
probably isn't as... Yeah, the last album was called The Satanist.
Yeah.
Like, and it didn't,
Yeah.
like, they know what they're doing. Like, I don't... Maybe this one they were like, yeah, let's have some of the imagery, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, like, this'll get them.
I thought it was cool, though. I thought it was different as far as, like, like you said, the surreal aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. The style of it looked cool. Like an old-fashioned fucking painting.
Yeah.
I like that.
It almost kind of looked like everything was just wax.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of
cool. Yeah, it does.
Had that, like, that Jeepers Creepers look to it. Remember that part where he's down in the dude's house?
Yeah.
And it was all like, that was, it's kind of the same thing, like they, like all the bodies on the wall and stuff. Yeah. It looks up and it just kind of pans out.
Yeah. Bodies. Yeah. Good album title.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck. Oh, yeah. Well, one thing, another thing I wanted to mention real quick, is fucking a shout out to another podcast, because anybody who listens to this, hopefully you're into heavy metal music. If you're into heavy metal music and you like podcasts, go fucking listen right now to Heavy Metal Historian. I just discovered this. Apparently it's been around for a few years, and it is unbelievably good. Yeah. Unbelievably. What have you listened to of it so far?
Excuse me, a couple of I think I've listened to all of the origins of death metal, and like that whole like 4-part series.
Yeah, that's the only one that had 4 parts.
Yeah,
yeah.
That one it was cool because it really picked up on not only like the roots of it, which I feel like in some cases the banger stuff kind of missed out on.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they put out an extreme metal thing, which was really like well put together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they took it a step further and talked about like bands that don't really get recognition for anything that like paved the way for
big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dug deep on Heavy Metal Historian.
And the future of it was pretty interesting to me because they started talking about all of like the Bandcamp stuff. And all of, like the independent bands or whatever, which nobody's really mentioned yet. And I think that's a huge part of where it's potentially headed and how things kind of work.
It's huge, and there's the part so when you go through, like, there's death metal, thrash metal, new metal, power metal, groove metal. There's a whole bunch of like 2 to 4 parts, like hour-long each or so episodes on a specific genre, and they go like the origins, the rise, and the future of said genre.
Yeah.
And
I listened to the new metal one too, just because.
Oh, did you? I didn't listen to that one yet.
It's interesting because it touched on something that I'd never thought about before. So like, I think it was in the 3rd part of it when they were talking about like where it's going now.
The future, yeah.
Yeah, they brought metalcore into it.
Huh.
And to me, it made perfect sense.
Interesting.
I was like, oh yeah,
So they're related.
I guess new metal is like more like, I don't know. I guess you could call metalcore new metal in some ways. Like they have real. It's heavier than new metal.
Yeah.
But they have the same like
elements.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to that now.
Yeah. It kind of surprised me a little bit. I was like, man, I'd never made that connection before.
I never have either.
Yeah.
But I love how when you get to the end of those like multiple part series, he breaks it down at the end and he's like, this is 100% not for profit podcast. We do not have a Patreon. We do not accept donations. And what we ask you to do is go to Bandcamp and buy a small band CD or go to a local show or something. Instead, spend the money on that. And that as soon as I heard him say that for the first time, I was like, we should be saying that at the end of every one of these shows. Like, I don't want to steal it from him. I'm not gonna, but
no.
That sentiment is something that I really want to put forward. Like, go to fucking Bandcamp, Look, like he says on the show, a quick search on Bandcamp of death metal will find over 600 new bands and shit. You know what I mean? Like, fucking get on there. There is gold. There is gold. One of them that we're going to talk about in a future fucking video, A Cursed Creator. Check them out. Fucking Florida death metal going strong. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Saw them at Michigan Metal Fest. Fucking... Yeah, there's Balgraith, fucking Recorruptor, This Eclipse, fucking check them all. They're all on Bandcamp. Check them. Get on there. Spend $5 fucking dollars. CD, T-shirt, ticket, whatever. Like, you know.
It's like the only real way to get money to the band themselves. I mean,
yeah.
Bandcamp does take a cut of it, and I'm not sure what the percentage of it is. So I can't really say. I mean, it sort of depends on what it is you're buying. It's like music sometimes. I mean, they take a percentage of it, but you still get, you know, a solid amount being, you know, like I said, being that we are on there. And like I've bought so many things from there, like so many different T-shirts and stuff.
Yeah,
and
me too.
Like just stuff that you can't like find on any other website.
Can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
It only exists on there. Yep. A lot of the smaller bands only, that's all you can find it. It's the only place you can find their stuff.
Also,
their music even.
The Encyclopedia of Metal, I think it's Metalum.
The website?
Yeah. I probably butchered that.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's
website
called.
name, but that is, I'm pretty sure they, like 2 years ago, they stopped accepting new bands because they're just full. They filled out the
Jesus.
website, but like that's somewhere else to go if you're just kind of looking around for, and that's like they, you know, split up bands, like stuff that are starting, like bands that are on hiatus or whatever, from every genre, everywhere.
Fuck yeah.
So like that's another good place to look. But as far as like, you know, buying stuff directly from bands, that's the way to, you know,
hell yeah.
It's kind of the future, really.
I think so. I love the Bandcamp service. I think it's great.
Yeah. Instead of having web stores and like websites and stuff, it's all just right there, and it's really, as far as like from a band standpoint, it's really user friendly.
Yeah,
it's
it
easy
is
to customize and set up.
Yeah.
So.
It's fucking... So, yeah. That's just something I wanted to say at some point on here. Is
Yeah.
bring that go out, discover some new fucking music, because there is some great shit out there. Every band, from fucking Twisted Sister to Slipknot to fucking AC/DC, the Beatles, Black Sabbath, started as local bands, people.
Mm-hmm.
The next one could be playing in your town right now. You could be a part of the next giant underground movement. All you gotta do is go out there and check it out.
Something I've been trying to do more.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
More local stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. Fucking fantastic. All right. Good. You want to wrap this up?
Is there anything else?
Not that I could think of at the moment, at least. I think I got pretty much everything. Unless you have any Balgraith news. Any shows coming up or anything? Anything to promote?
Nothing I can really
talk about
say.
yet?
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
It's all, well, I will say that we are in the process of just putting together more of a live show.
Okay.
Trying to get more comfortable with that.
Okay.
I think in the future we're going to be adding in more songs
Nice.
that nobody, like, that I just haven't played yet.
Yes.
I'd like to, it's been brought up before, but people want to see Sigil.
Yes.
That song is one of my favorites. And there is, well, I don't know if I can say that because it's not fully set in stone.
No, you don't have to say anything.
All right.
That's
so,
fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep an eye out.
We're trying to get, some shows around, and
Hell yeah.
I think we're more so focused on trying to get more comfortable as a live band right now.
Fuck yeah.
So it'll probably be a little bit, but when we do,
yeah, as soon as there's a show coming up, we are going to announce the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
So if you're not there, who the fuck are you? Balgraith, come to the swamp. The marshlands. Hell yeah. All right. Let's wrap this up. Fucking we'll be back soon. We'll be back real soon. We got all kinds of fun stuff coming up. Yeah, just remember to fucking check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Tons of stuff on Instagram, people. Go there. You can see videos from all the fucking concerts we go to, all the fun fucking ones we're gonna go to. T-shirts are on Amazon. Fucking, if you ever go to any of the contests we're mentioning, one of us will have one of the fucking Lost in the Dark shirts on. So if you see that, come up, say hi. Hopefully soon we'll have some fucking shit to hand you, like a sticker or something. Yeah, so just fucking keep an eye out. Subscribe so you always get updated, because we're about to drop a bunch of shit. So
yeah.
we love you all. Good night.